Hey there peeps, Mewmew here, and welcome back to Dragalia Lost. Today we're going to talk about the next event and what's ahead for Dragalia Lost. So let's get to it. I hope you've been enjoying the event that's been there. Somehow it was just a little easy and I was done like a few days ago. It is what it is. And you know, we do still have until next Tuesday for this event, and we were like, oh, there's no news, what's coming up? They hadn't really been doing too many notices. Are they just trying to push out their notices until the end of the event? Are they trying to get back on schedule? Like, did they somehow get out of schedule? There's been so many thoughts that we've been talking about, especially on my stream. If you haven't checked out my stream on Twitch, I hope you do. Go follow me. The link is on the description. No, just Miss Mewmew over on Twitch. Okay, so we have some information. I guess, you know, let's talk about the least exciting news. There are some updates on ongoing issues that have been going on, such as, oh my gosh, they added, yeah, that's that. It says 8. Oh, this says January 18. 16. Okay, so some of the things that they have here: Hibernato's Grand X attack sometimes doesn't hit adventures like expected. In a Thanos Clash special raid event from a Walt's Fate event, if Thanatos is put in break status before the hourglass hits the ground, when he uses his Horrorglass skill, the hourglass may stop at mid-air and become impossible to destroy. Under certain conditions, to clear all daily endeavors from the previous day may be listed as locked. This is only a display issue. Also in the What's with Fate event, when clearing the clear all daily endeavors before it's unlocked and then unlocking it, the red badge that normally appears when the endeavor rewards can be obtained is not displayed. Also, the badge will appear correctly after relaunching the game. Also, this issue will not occur if clearing another endeavor at the same time as clearing the clear all daily endeavors. I never had this issue, so I'm good. When starting a quest with the Petal Queen wrymprint equipped on any adventure, the energy/energized icons and energy level number are not displayed even though the wrymprint's energy prep abilities are activated. Note: we have confirmed that the effects of the energized buffs are correctly applied. Also in chapter 3-5, guard the flame worm, which features a times run out defeat condition. The quest timer keeps running even during the story cutscene. Oh yes, I noticed this. It was weird. So characters and wrymprints double bluff type activities do not take effect when receiving a defense up buff from a character or wrymprint ability. Also, no, they do take effect normally when receiving a defense up buff from a skill. And when activating a helper's buff skill, the buff effect text that appear above the adventurer's head, such as HP regen or defense up, can overlap with their main adventurer's buff, even attack. In multiplayer mode, the door opening switches sometimes don't open. So those are just some issues that they have out there that they know are there, but you know, will eventually be fixed. So just those things. I don't know what to talk about next. What's ahead for Dragalia or the next event? Let's talk about the next event, and then we could just talk about the entire future of, you know, Dragalia for the month of April. So, if you watched my last video, you would remember that I had a theory. I had a theory that the next event that we were gonna get was gonna be a shadow facility. And what did we get? So, in this event, we will pit your group of adventurers against bosses of the light element. You'll also be able to build event-related reward facilities for your Halidom. Who guessed it right? This girl. One fateful day, the entire population of a small village vanishes, seemingly without a trace. In order to figure out why, the prince and his friends break the seal on a mysterious library, but this led to greater mysteries. Still, what awaits them is a garden of madness beyond description, absolute nightmarish chaos, in a library enveloped by riddles and fear. Can they discover the ultimate truth? And, you know, thank you for playing Dragalia Lost. This is the Accursed Archives. It is the new event that's coming up. It's kind of dark, and I'll probably try to brighten it up for my thumbnail. But you can see, and I have him to the screen, like the guy, you can see he's kind of holding a book, and he also has kind of like a staff. So the book is by kind of that, like the S, if you can kind of see, like my iPad is not bright enough. But like, so you can see the book, and then he kind of seems to have a staff, so I think he's a wand user. And then the guy behind him, I can't really tell what kind of weapon he has, but then there's also like this ferocious dragon on the back. So I'm very interested to see what's going to go on. Is this our first 5-star 1 dark unit? I don't know, but I hope so. Also, we do know that there's a little bit more details about the event. This right here is the same text that I just read, and you can kind of see the adventures a little bit better on here. I still can't tell what weapon he has, the one on the left, but you know, it's really cool. Also, so we're going to be gathering arcane tomes, and we're going to use them to upgrade the library obscura. And it looks really cute. It looks like kind of like a slime, but also a library, so that's kind of cool. And it will increase your shadow attune adventures. Finally we are going to get a shadow facility. I'm just very happy that we're finally going to get this. And, you know, also happy that I guessed it right. I had a hunch, and I'm glad that hunch turned out to be true. So, if this is the first time that you watch one of these videos, what's ahead for Dragalia, kind of the, you know, notices. These notices kind of tell you what, you know, you should expect over like the next month, and, you know, what events are coming, what features they're going to be working on. So it's a really good thing for us to kind of know about, as it gives us kind of that big picture. And I really like it. So from this point on, future. So hello everyone, this is Matsuda, the director of Dragalia Lost. Before we dive into the part 3 of what's ahead for Dragalia Lost, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's been playing the game. So event information. The Void Battles started February 22nd. Since you can't play this content until you clear Chapter 7 of the campaign, if you haven't reached that point yet, I hope you make it through so you can check it out. Yes, great call out. If you've been wanting to try the Void Battles and they just don't appear and you think it's a glitch, you just actually have to finish Chapter 7 of the story. It's just a normal mode. You don't have to clear it in hard, but you know, as soon as you clear Chapter 7, you will be able to get to the Void Battles. If you need any help, obviously come to stream and I'll help you, or join my Discord and peeps would be willing to help you as well. And also the enemies you can find in the Void Battles change every day. We've prepared a variety of rewards for clearing these, including weapons, dragons, and facilities, so we hope you give it a try. Unlike enemies you fought until now, these enemies each have unique abilities. That means it may take a bit of effort to beat them. But if you're having trouble, you can check the details button at the bottom of each quest screen for hints on how to win. Yes, a details thing. You can figure out like what their resistances are, and you know, for some reason I always just bring Lily with me everywhere. Also, 3 new void enemies will be added on March 20th, 2019. So in 12 days, we'll get more void enemies. So that's cool. There is going to be a shadow attune Obsidian Golem. You may have encountered the flame attuned steel golem already, so now you can meet the shadow attuned version of that enemy. That's cool. And maybe we'll get shadow attuned weapons as well added. So this is the flame attuned blazing ghost, which comes with a new ability, ranged resistance. This ability makes it difficult for adventurers with bows, staves, and wands to deal damage. So I'd recommend using adventurers with other weapon types. Some of the weapons you can craft from Void Battles will be useful for advanced Dragon Trials. So if you enjoy playing Void Battles, you can start to challenge advanced Dragon Trials next. Additional quests to take on and weapons to craft will be added every month. So although the weapon types may be limited at the moment, you can look forward to seeing these then increase in the future. Okay, so that's really awesome to know. Like how we guessed, the weapons that we have today are not all they're going to be in the future. It's just the first initial run. We're getting 2 more different enemies for us to battle starting March 20th, so that's awesome. It's going to be a shadow and also a flame type. So cool. And I like that they call out that the weapons are very good for Dragon Trials, which is something that we talked about when we originally, were talking about void battles in my guide, which, probably showed up as a card at some point during this video. And, now they want to talk about the facility event that will start on March 12th. 1 a.m. on March 12th. March 12th. 1 a.m. March 12th. That means the event will be live on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, you can expect the the regular update video from me, and I will be streaming that day. So we'll be playing this event during that stream. Yes, for that. So the facility event will start on 12th of the March, which is Tuesday, and we've added just a dash of horror to give this one a little something extra compared to past events. Something creeps forth from the chaos. See the notification, a new facility event, the Accursed Archives, is coming soon for more information. I hope you're looking forward to this one too. Though it was some time ago, Dragalia Lost is now available in 6 additional countries, and I'm delighted that players in countries all over the world are now enjoying the game. It's been nearly half a year since its release, and we're planning a variety of events to celebrate. Aw, that's awesome. First up, we'll be implementing a login bonus starting on 1 a.m. March 20th, 2019 to count down to the half anniversary. So be on the lookout for more information about that. That's really nice that they're doing that because, 6 months is a huge milestone, and, we'll eventually get to a year and forward, and I'm very excited to see what the future of Dragalia Lost holds because I do really love this game. Then we have update information. Now, I have five updates to share with you. 1. Equipping 2 wrymprints. I know we've kept you waiting, but here's an update regarding equipping 2 wrymprints. We're working on implementing it as such. You can equip 2 wrymprints per adventurer. However, one adventurer cannot equip 2 of the same wrymprint. Totally makes sense. I approve. If you equip 2 wrymprints which have the same effect, the effects will stack up to a certain limit. This feature will be unlocked after completing Chapter 4. Okay, that's good. This is still in development, so the points here are still subject to change, but we'll continue to update you in the future. So it's good to know that they're actively working on it. Maybe it's a little bit more complicated than they thought, so that's why it's still in development. But it's good to get an update, that they didn't just forget that they talked about this and sort of promised this. So that's good. Thank you for the update. I give you props for that, for clear and transparent communication. So number 2, creating conditional rooms when playing co-op. When playing co-op, you'll be able to create rooms with certain conditions for entry. Interesting. You'll be able to set an element, weapon time, and might as conditions, and you'll match with players who meet those conditions when they select find a room. Okay. So, theoretically, let's say you are going to do HMS, High Dragon Trails midgarsorm, and you're a Verica, aka like me. You would just be looking for anyone but a staff user, basically. I wonder if you can select just everything except staff to, make it only accessible by those people. I don't know. This should prove useful to challenging those high difficulty quests. Also, you'll be able to choose to battle again if you fail a quest. Oh, that's good. You'll be able to choose to battle again if you fail the quest. Would you be able to retry with the same group you had, and they can choose to abandon if they want to? That's kind of cool. I look forward to it. Although usually if I'm on stream, I just give, I just create a private room, give out the code, and whoever wants to join can join. And since they know what I have, it makes it very much easier to know if they want to join me. Then we have 3. Trading for insufficient materials on the spot. When you don't have enough materials for mana circles, building facilities, or crafting, you'll be able to remain on those screens and trade without going to the treasure tree in the shop. So this is awesome because I've been currently upgrading my wand dojo to 30, and I don't always have enough of the first level insignia, so I go in and trade some of the second level ones so I can get more of the smaller ones and continue farming. This is really cool because instead of me having like exit out, go to the treasure trade, go find insignia, trade it out, go back to the castle, and then do what I need to do, this is really awesome. It is a great user, experience kind of enhancement, quality of life right there. I'm very happy with that. Thank you, Dragalia Lost. Number 4, new button to change game speed. We'll be adding a button which will let you change the speed of the game when playing a quest. This feature will be only available during solo play, but it will increase the overall game speed when enabled. They're preparing for speeds normal, 1.2, 1.5, and 2x. When you can set it to 2x when playing with auto enable to play twice as fast. You can take control yourself and enjoy battling twice the speed. Personally, I think that the fastest I could enjoy controlling is 1.5, but in any case, it's a different way to play the game, so I hope you check it out. So that is really awesome, especially because the game does have pretty good auto mode. If you are able to auto a quest, it's great. And sometimes, you might skip to get a quest just because you're like, I don't have a minute and a half for this quest to finish, whether it be on auto or it be on manual. So like being able to like let it go a little bit faster, that is pretty good in my opinion. I will enjoy, farming for those wind insignia so much more on auto. Yeah. You do something like so many times that it's nice to be able to auto it, consistently. Anyway, so keep on going. I'm glad that he added his little personal note of of what level he would experience at the Vesta. And then last but not least, we have High Midgarsorm Trials Prelude added. So we're adding a new Prelude difficulty to High Midgarsorm's trial. With this difficulty, it will be easier for you to practice HMS. So just to help you practice that fight. Also, you'll be able to fight without the glorious Tempest wrymprint, so why not give it a try? However, do note that you won't get the epithet for clearing this difficulty. Along with this change, we also plan to make slight adjustments to the rewards of Dragon Trials. HMS Prelude will be released in the near future, while the other items described here are scheduled for the end of March. Okay, so HMS Trial Prelude is going to come out probably like the next week or so, but HMS, the other items described here will be scheduled for the end of March. So what that means is for item number 5, this one is going to come in relatively soon, before the end of March, and the other 4 are going to come like towards the end of the month. Also, future updates, which, gotta say, sort of props. This time, I introduced updates for March, but we've got a big update planned for the end of April. It'll be our biggest yet. Something to really look forward to. So, what did you think of what's ahead for Dragalia Lost Part 3? Oh, it's trying to end my video for me. So, oh my gosh, that is a lot to take in. I know we're like already pretty long on this video, but we've gotten a lot of information about what's coming. One, we are getting that facility event. Oh, well, I guess I could just give you the highlights. One, we're getting more battles. We're getting 2 new enemies for void battles, the shadow one and this ghost guy. That's the first thing that they told us. Second thing is we're getting a facility event. It is a light enemy event, and the facility is going to help your shadow attuned adventures, which is awesome. It was totally missing and we needed it. Also, some of the other things that they've been working on. The first one has been to the equipping of 2 wrymprints. They're still currently in development for this, but they are working on it. Second one, we'll be able to create conditional rooms for co-op, just if you're like looking for specific type of adventures to join you. The third one is that you'll be able to trade for materials on the spot. This is a great quality of life thing, so you don't have to go back to the treasure trade. The fourth one is that they're going to be increasing the speed of the game. You'll be able to play at 1. And regular, 1.2, 1.5, and a 2x speed, which is awesome. And last but not least, they're going to be adding Midgarstorm's trial prelude, which will be easier than the full trial. I wonder if they'll still give you kind of the same rewards, but you apparently you won't need the actual wrymprint to do it. So I guess, you know, it would be a good way for people to practice. Like, you won't get the epithet, the little title, but that's fine. Maybe you can get some of the other rewards, so you're not limited to only doing HMS to be able to get them. I mean, of course, doing HMS regular would be, you know, better for you for your rewards, but, you know, it at least gets you, you know, a leg up on that situation. But these are very exciting updates. I'm very excited to see what, you know, when these things come out, and also that happy that we're gonna get a shadow facility incoming like next week. Just, that's very exciting to me, and we're gonna get some more shadow units. The guy in the front does look like a mage in my opinion. I mean, unless it turns out that he's a healer, because like you can't see the rest of his like wand / staff, so he could be a healer. He's a librarian, but he might be a mage. I would think he's a mage. Just saying. And yeah, so I'm very excited. Let me know in the comments below which of these updates you're the most excited about. Are you not excited? Are you excited for the event, or are you excited for something in the future? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing what you have to say. Thank you all so much for your support, and I'm excited. And until next time, meow to meow.